Hello everyone, Attack Power here, diving into some more gameplay action with the Steel Division 2 SDL monthly tournament between Herr Robert and Murbruk here on Krupa. So let's dive right in here. I saw the map and I saw these divisions and I had to see what would happen here. So Herr Robert is on the left in the red, playing 3rd VDV on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue, Murbruk is playing 715th Infanterie on V4 Victory. I don't even know what to say about this matchup. This is the oddest thing I've ever seen. 3rd VDV on this map is insanity. Maverick is not a great idea for this map. V for Victory against Maverick is a terrible idea. And 715th is a good pick for this map. So I really want to see how this turns out. Diving into the decks here, Herr Robert on 3rd VDV. Let the spammy nonsense begin. So we have A phase, we have A and B phase here, some Descent, Razvedka. Let me make this a little bigger. I cannot see this. There we go. Now I got it again. I know the picture's very big. I messed up. Anyway, continuing. So we have just some recon infantry. Nothing super special here in terms of the recon tab. There isn't much to do with there. The infantry tab, massive 102 units. Now that's not like abnormal for this division because, you know, a lot of the infantry are 15 points, but we have two A-phase card, two A-phase card, a double-vetted Desaniki DT, Gavardia unvetted, and a vetted Desaniki in M3A1 half-tracks. Then, still a Sturmoviki Rocks, all there in A-phase. B-phase, we have 2 cards of Desaniki, 1 double-vet, 1 single-vet, a Sturmoviki Rocks card again, and then a C-phase card of Desaniki that adding up to still 100 points of infantry with 6 of them double vetted. That's incredible. The tank tab here, the Valentine 9, absolute giga monster Chad. T-3476, 2 cards of those in A and B phase, and a T-3485 1943 card in B phase. The support tab here, Ognemichiki, just some good old 50mm mortars. Dushka, the almighty OB-25 Studebaker Snap. The AT here, M42, S276, and the an A phase card of this too. Surprised to see that in B phase. The AA tab, double card of 85 mils. I guess that's what he's leaning on for his AT really. And then a double vet card of 37 mil in B phase. Arty tab here with 82 mil Mortar Katusha in A, and then a double vet card of SU76 in B phase with the off map Doom rocket. No, that's not the Doom rocket. That's Smoke rocket. There we go. That's the Smoky rocket. Ooh. And then in the air tab, we have some IL-2s. Sorry, I'm a little misaligned here. IL-2 M3s. I think they have the tank buster on them. I believe. No, they don't have the 37. So it's just the bomber. The Yak 9T, IL-4 heavier bomber. No, heavier ground attack plane, and the IL-2 37. That's the one with the AT buster. On the other side here, we have 715th Infanterie. The recon tab, very powerful here. SPW 204, the French one. That's the one that just shoots vehicles, which, I mean, 3BV has some light armor, but not like an absurd amount. The Aufkladder there, then in AS 42 20mm, then the Panzer II, and then a C-phase card of Decima Esploratori. And then the infantry tab here, 93 infantry with an A-phase card of Grenadier 15W, Pioneer Fear, Luftwaffe Jaeger there, Pioneer 15W, then a Panzer Grenadier 41 regular one. B-phase Decima and the Panzerbusch Panzergren, Decima RDT and C-phase with another Panzergren. The tank tab here, Stug 3's Tigers. Support tab, some 50mm mortar, the BORGWARD. Oh my god, I hope he plays that. The Sturm Panzer 4, an Elephant and Beef in the AT tab with some Pack 40s, Pack 38. Regular AA, we have some big guns there in A phase, some 75mm Italian, the Lorraine, and then Air Force and Bombers flew through that because we are started here. So the unsurprising early pusher. Herr Robert getting lucky being on this side because I think it's a lot easier to get to the other side of the map from this side. 50mm mortar here out of Merbrook. Very interesting because, you know, Axis 50mm mortar is really not that powerful. Looks like Herr Robert just going for the traditional all-in push here down south. Mortar is it going? The bombs, massive bomb strike there was devastating. That was absolutely backbreaking there for Herr Robert. Now he's pushing across with the SPW. He's going to run into the T-34. Should finish off just fine. Yak 9T, really quite a terrible fighter. Super slow. It's got a 37mm, which is actually a better loadout than most Russian fighters. But yeah, really not a good fighter. Russian fighter, like air superiority fighters, are really quite bad, honestly, overall. So Herr Robert making a different push now, trying to get over here. The third VDV choice of this map was such a balls move. I don't even know how to properly describe how ballsy it was to choose that. I'm not 100% sure if he was having like a fever dream about it or he just loves third VDV. Hey, Robert, if you're seeing this, like, please tell me in the comments what the thought process here was. Is it the monthly? Like, is it something with the monthly deck choice? You had to pick it. That would make sense. But if you're just picking this for the fun of it, if you got randomly assigned this division and he randomly got 715th, that's some horrible luck for you, bro. This IL-4 has huge 305mm rockets. It's actually quite large. I think that's one of the largest rockets in the game. T-34 now pushing across. Nothing to stop it yet. Panzerschreck, though, definitely dangerous. The Sneaky DT does catch that Panzerschreck out. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon and the YouTube membership. It really does help the channel out a lot. Thanks a bunch, guys. Panzerschreck does go down. OB-25 picking up that kill. MG, though, finding the Sneaky DT. With the Panzergren as well, this Sneaky DT not long for this world. T-34 is here, but out of line of sight in kind of a weird spot. See no other pushes on any other point of the map. We see the 220 Morser coming in already. Merbrook must be feeling really good to be calling this in. Now, he is on V for Victory, so remember, he does actually have a very noticeable advantage here in A phase. We see here Robert really investing in his Air Force here, though. We've seen an IL-4 already. We've seen a Yak-9T. We've seen now the IL-2. Not the best bomb loadout, quite frankly. I didn't get to click on it, but it looked like just some 50 kilogram bombs. Probably 4 of them for this. And the fact that it didn't like wipe any of these units, that's what I'm guessing. The 220 was unloaded early, which actually makes it really dangerous because it's right next to the transport road. Although, you know, counter battery from third VDV, not something to be terrified about. The Su-76, of course, quite strong. With all these infantry pushed off, the Destiny were able to push forward and grab this flag with Air Robert now on a 13-11. That's actually pretty huge for him because A-Phase, Merbrook really needs to, like, get some ground. Like, he needs to take advantage of his income because B-Phase is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Air Robert managed to get another Destiny, and now he did lose several of his double-vetted Destiny at the beginning of the game there. Oh, I'm hoping so hard he calls a BORGWARD in. 220, it's going to do a lot of damage here. I'm very interested to see. I forgot that this thing shoots, like, straight up in the air. There it goes. Woo. Can we even, like, see it at this point? Yep, there it is still. It's, like, really hard to see. The round hasn't even landed, and it's firing again. I love it. I just love. Oh, immediate wreck of that douchka. Wow. That is brutal. Sherman Vigi Rock, so this is like this is the, like, unit. This thing absolutely destroys in forest. 220 already being reassigned. As the OB-25 gets a heat shell off, it goes way wide. It's way too much suppression. Like, Desaniki are not anything super strong. They're obviously, like, an Avto squad that's worse, because Avtos have 10, I believe. Now, this is, what, 10 points less? So, of course, it's phenomenal because for that price. IL-4 coming in. Can it see it still? No, the OB-25 fell back. So is this even going to fire? It is. It's going to miss blatantly. Oh, wow. Even that far away, it took out 3 men from that. Merbrook does have access to a Focke-Wulf. So, I mean, he could really hunt these down a bit. All right, T-34 actually took a pen here from the... Oh, it's from the Stug. I was going to say, no way the SPW did that. T-34 breaks off. Desaniki goes down in the transport, though. Ouch. SPW is here. I mean, that's probably what it's here for. I would assume to kill off these half-tracks. IL-2 coming in for just some body. Yeah, 450 kilogram odds. I was right about that. Will it finish it? It does. Oh. The OB-25 landed 1 hit, and that was enough to kill off that Stug. The 220 already proving its worth here. Killing off a unit, forcing these Desaniki off. Air Robert Stone at 13-11, barely holding this flag. This is very normal for the red to grab this flag and just fight like heck for it. Especially with Air Robert playing such a strange division. Again, I didn't see what the rules were, so he very well may have been, like, priced into this in some way. If he wasn't, again, I mean, Air Robert's got some beach balls down there. T-34 still alive, does survive its encounter with the Pac-38. Does take a pen, though. Definitely not ideal. A lot of infantry coming in here. A lot of garbage infantry, but there are some strong ones in here. Luftwaffe Jaeger, the Panzergren, of course. And yeah, this is what I hate 3rd BDB. It's one of my least favorite divisions in the game. I would prefer to play way trashier divisions that at least have access to units that can reach 500 meters. C-34 bouncing it out. This Pak-38 really cutting down his movement options right now. He's going for the Shermavikis, though. I mean, there's nothing here to stop them as long as he gets past the Pak-38, but right now he will. He doesn't have long, though. Dushka saving the day. Panzer II now here. Can the OB-25 land the heat shell? No, it cannot. OB-25 going down here. I mean, the fact of the matter is we have to remember, too, still, that Herr Robert is on Maverick versus a V for Victory deck here. So, like, A-Phase Merbrook does have a significant advantage. It's easy for me to forget. I'm like, well, Herr Robert's not doing too great. He is losing a lot of troops. But remember, every one of his infantry are pretty much dirt cheap. Those Sturmviki Rocks are the only ones that are, like, truly, like, you know, they cost something. They're 30 points. You know, they're like a chunky infantry unit. But these Desaniki and stuff are only 15 points. There's so little to lose. Like, it's really not backbreaking to lose one of them. Or 5. IL-4 now going for the Pak-40 here. How he's spotting that, I'm not sure. The Descent Rezvedka, maybe? There's nothing else here. Yeah, because that thing's in like a, you know, the windmill there. So that must be how he's spotting that. Oh, he is standing out in the open, too. So, yeah, it's probably that. So, IL-4 getting his first kill there. Full-on kill. He could honestly fly right back here and kill this thing. That would be huge. This thing almost out of ammo already. Wow, that's going to really hurt. Oh, that's going to be brutal. He really might want to consider that. Oh, no, I really thought he was going to go for it. I mean, he just flew all the way back here and ran into no AA. We see this SDK of Z71. I mean, if you come this way, whoop, right in you go. I mean, he sees this, so Herr Robert now knows there's, you know, something actually dangerous over here. We do see an attack beacon on that AA piece. Is Merbrook going to move it? There's a double Katusha here. Wow, so Herr Robert deploying double Katusha already. I mean, this is like their only use, really, to kill. I mean, killing this is huge. 715th, one of its only real weaknesses is just not a great AA tab. Like, it's just not a plethora of AA. It works well enough, but it's not super strong, like super deep. So if he can kill that, like killing this off specifically, one of the best AA pieces he's got would be huge. Second to Katusha fires off late, though. Really need that all to fire at once. But he does get the kill. That's huge. DO-217 getting through that 85 mil again. Doesn't do much, honestly. Maybe kill off an infantry, I'm not sure. Panzer II kind of claiming some easy kills here. It's the 45 mil almost out of HE ammo. Nothing going on up north. The second SDK of Z coming in for the middle. Oh, that's honestly, that's probably a missed deployment at this point. With the loss down south, if the Air Force can just do whatever it wants, that's honestly pretty backbreaking. But Herr Robert looking really thin down here, actually. I mean, he's actually piling up reinforcements in the back lines. Here's the Valentine 9. This thing currently just disgustingly OP at 35 points. So this is a really key tool here for Herr Robert. Merbrook does push his infantry forward, finds that 45 mil, wipes them out. Is he pushing the bridge? No, he's just setting up. He just wants. I mean, Merbrook has the long game. Obviously, if he survives into C phase, there's a good chance he wins this. And Krupa, of course, like very much favors long incomes. Balanced V for Victory, even Juggernaut. Like, this is one of the few maps where maybe Juggernaut might be a viable play strategy. On the flip side, the counter to that argument often is, you know, like, if you just grind on this map forever, it's actually just hard to win in a general sense. Like, it's hard to get a flag. It's very hard to hold, like, any sort of bridgehead that's not a full-on breakout. Which means, at times, Maverick does almost have an advantage. Almost, and I'm not saying this like you should pick Maverick on this map. You probably shouldn't. But for high-level players, Sometimes being super aggressive on this map is actually the way to go because you get some beachhead, you just push and push and push and push, and you actually like establish something. It's very hard then for your opponent to actually like push other places because it's very easy to defend with very few troops elsewhere on the map. So you can really go all in. Like we see Herr Robert right here going super all in to the south. Like everything's coming in. He's calling in nothing. He doesn't have to really worry, honestly. Like it's going to take a lot of resources from Merbrook to push anywhere else. IL-4 pushes through, kills off the Grenadier. I mean, it's a little 20 mil. I mean, it did something. I'll give it that, but it's certainly, you know, not enough. Wow, that 50 mil mortar picked up a kill on the Desaniki. Oh, that's brutal. So now we see the off map. Is this? I hate that I can't see what it is. I believe this is smoke. I don't think there's a 132 millimeter arty that is not smoke, but I could be totally wrong here. It says it's rockets, and I don't think rockets are that cheap. We see a Lorraine now. These are just super duper powerful. One of the best arty pieces in the game. A couple Desaniki in other positions actually now. We do see no, he's just repositioning. I thought I was gonna do a little poke over the river. I mean, the thing is, the thing Brooke has to remember too is like he does not win at CQC, generally speaking, right? Now, Decima and stuff are super duper strong, so they will beat Desaniki pound for pound without a doubt. Valentine 9, as powerful as it is not going to kill these tigers. That's a bit of a stretch. Herr Robert was going for a push here, but it has been forced off now. Smoke came in a little late, and honestly, off target for what he has to do, like deal with, which is all this stuff over here. Merbrook did a really good job of setting up a whole bunch of crap just looking over this river. And since Herr Robert has no long range infantry to like push this area away, he has no way to get across right now. He just lost a whole bunch of resources in that totally failed push. Smoke's gonna come down here. He still has to clear this out. Like his T-34s can come around here and probably kill most of this off if he can see it. I'm shocked this Valentine 9 is still alive. T-34s do come around. They clear out one. Ooh, the Tigers seeing down the road somehow still. No way. Wow, that is bad luck right now. There we go. We finally see the smoke cover up those Tigers. But he lost all the infantry and the transports. Like, now he's got to walk his units across. Yeah, like, the T-34 is now pushing. That's what you got to do, but, like, where does he go from here? Like, this is a frickin' porcupine nest. IL-4 coming in. Is going to get a clean shot, I think, off? Nope. Too much smoke. You can't really send a ground attack plane into smoke like this. They just won't shoot. They can't see. We are halfway through Maverick income here. Through B phase. The Sturmoviki rocks are getting across. That is pretty key here. They honestly might be able to slap through these Pioneers, especially if there's no microing of those Pioneers to like throw their grenades. These Sturmoviki rocks might just beat them because they're disheartened too. So like they'll pin really fast. T-34 is just hanging out on the bridge here. Kind of surprised he's not just like pushing all the way through. I mean, yeah, you got to be really afraid, of course, of like infantry and AT. Oh, the Sturmoviki rocks get caught out. Yeah, like, look how much... He is ground attacking. Wow. Merbrook with some nice micro here. Really key for these to actually be any good. It's pretty huge. Tiger getting in position, though. If it gets on this bridge, things are really not looking good. As Herr Robert just keeps pouring points. Huge bombing strike again from the DO-217. Oh, that's devastating. Oh, that's... Oh, my goodness. So much dying here. T-34-85 up close here. I think just took out a Tiger. Yep, Tiger dead. This is really where the T-34-85 needs to be to kill those. Now already coming down on this bridge. It does get to use its APCR here as well, which means it should actually consistently pen this Tiger. Smoke down, blocks the T-34-85. Wasted APCR there on the Panzer II. Oh, man, that was so much loss there from Herr Robert. That's really rough. That is really, really rough. Katusha is looking for that Flak 43. It's a good choice. It's going to take a long time to kill off all the Flak 43s. T-3485 does go down. Does get the pen on the Tiger. I think that was 2 pens, so this thing, yeah, it's very near death. But can the Valentine 9 do it? The T-3485 definitely can, obviously. And it gets the kill. Problem is, the issue is, of course, there's plenty more Tigers where that came from. Katusha strike, basically completely missing. Merbrook did move his AA this time. He learned his lesson from the first time. Oh, T-34 and machine gun both go down. Man, not trying to kill this Morsa earlier really is punishing him. That's getting so much value. I've really started to become... I've become very fond of calling in a big gun early in the game, especially on balanced or V for victory. Like, actually, the long incomes, you might think, like, you need every point for that. Whoops, sorry about that. You need every point for the front line at the beginning. But the fact of the matter is, like, that one gun can get so much value if not countered properly. Oh, the IL-4 didn't fire. Oh, that's so bad. Now, Herr Robert forced to fall back. His push across the river here. I mean, really, at this point, probably a Katusha strike for this forest, maybe? IL-4 flying into the SDK of Zed over here. Oof. All right, Herr Robert trying a new tactic now. He's going to make a big push on this side, which, if he can get across the river, might work. He needs some smoke, though. Like, smoke is an absolute must. Yeah, this is not... I, personally... Krupa is not a great map, but I do love it because it's just like a... You know, my favorite kind of like sit there and grind through your opponent. Make him go come after you. Make him work. Oh, and now there's a Panzer strike there. Oh, that's so brutal. Oh, and a Valentine and Stuart go down to the Artie. Oh, my God. I gotta give credit to Merbrook here. This has been some beautiful play from him. Obicha right up next to the front line. Love that with that, actually. You want that level of accuracy, and they're not expensive Artie pieces, so it's worth, like, if you lose it, big whoop. There's been so many Shermviki rocks died here. I can't believe he's getting this much value at 50 mils, like the Axis ones. It's so good. All right, we do see more... smoke off map that will allow him to cross the river, and he might be able to find a hole here. IG-33 is going to be the big problem. And also the end of B phase is going to be the even bigger problem. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, this is a lost cause down here now. The thing is, Herr Robert almost has to keep the pressure up. Because if he stops, then, you know, obviously Merbrook can then deploy resources up north. We have arrived in C phase. Another T-3485 down to, I assume that Pack 38. Smoke is down. Push is occurring. I think Merbrook just used up all his points down south, so no reaction, of course, yet. Pack 38 is here. It does have some amount of line of sight. Yep, there it is. Will Herr Robert unload? He does. He does. They are unloaded, and now should do quite a bit of damage to these Luftwaffe Jaegers. No, this one went down too. See, I hate these units. I mean, they're still, like, obviously they're super good when you get them in range, but it takes so much friggin' work to get them where they need to go. And here's that DO-217 that's been just so devastating. The other issue with this northern side, the flags are really deep. Like, you gotta, they're not, like, right on the edge like they are down here. So you got to work for it. DO-217 is not the slowest bomber, honestly. It's actually got some pretty good speed with these Yak-9Ts being just so painfully slow. Ooh, DO-217 does not drop due to smoke. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Like, this unit is so bad. Wow. A heavy bomber should not be able to get away from a fighter like that. Like, one that's not special. Like, you know, obviously the, I forget what it is. The Arnetta, I don't know, the rocket fighter bomber. Sure, that won't catch it. But, like, a regular old propeller heavy airplane should not get away from a fighter. And now that SDKZ does find the Yak-9T, it's going to shoot down, too. Like, they're so bad. Good lord, they're awful. Like, shockingly bad. Valentine 9 gonna go down for free here to the Pack 38. Oof. Half-Track was grabbing this for a second, but no longer. DO-217 coming back for another try. Will the smoke stop it again? I don't know. We'll find out. Nice little bombing shrimp from the IL-2. And it will. And that's going to hurt with these units happen to be driving through. Oh, ow. Oh, man, that hurts. All right, Thessaloniki do get in. That's a pretty big deal. We see some reinforcements going in. No infantry, though. But now Merbrook, making a push down south. We still... Is that more smoke off map? Jeez, how many strikes does this thing have? Like 5? 4? Both of those numbers are nuts. I mean, it's just smoke, obviously. It's not hurting you. So I understand why it's a lot of strikes. Like, I don't hate the fact it's a lot of strikes. It kind of should be because, man, this division can't do much otherwise. Already take out the 82 mil mortar. Brutal. Oh my god, it just goes down so fast. Detrimental are so good with their Berettas. They absolutely... And I mean, remember, these are commandos, too. Thessaloniki does get the grenade off on this... The Panzerfaust off... No, not Panzerfaust. Yeah, grenade off on the Stug. That was huge. T-34 has his APCR on. This is going to make me sad. Yep. Sadness ensues. Pack 38, though, has its APCR off. I understand why. Obviously, I do it myself all the time. This is unfortunately one of those niche situations where you do, in fact, want that APCR. It's not often, but this is one. Although it gets the pen. 100 mil to 110 millimeters of armor. Rough for Herr Robert. He's certainly not catching any breaks, that's for sure. We're now 4 minutes into Maverick here. Into V for Victory C phase. And I believe it only takes about 6 minutes to even out the incomes. And Herr Robert has lost a lot in some massive suicide charges. And the issue is, for Herr Robert, is he needs to do those suicide charges. He doesn't really have much of a choice. He needs to get over the river. Oh, IG-33 killing the 85 mil. Oh. I mean, Herr Robert's northern push here has been successful. I mean, he's over. He's dug in, but he hasn't actually captured any flags. And again, that's always the issue here with this northern push. Is, like, you gotta push pretty far to get flags. Now, if you can get there, it's pretty easy to defend. This is, like, open. There's no way to get to these flags other than either cutting up from down here or crossing this massive open area. On the flip side, it's very easy to set up support weapons for that push, etc., etc. Wow, look at these. They're not doing anything. They can't get within 100 meters because of the 150 meter range of the Beretta. You can see here that the Decima just easily winning this out. I mean, Thessaloniki holding off pretty well, honestly. But now they're going down. The difference in veterancy and weapon quality showing. Here comes the BORGWARD. Yes! Do it! No, 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 no! Aww. Oh, it still blows up! I did not realize it still blew up when that happened. Oh, that's so fun. Another one's coming. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Merbrook. It's happening. BORGWARD in action, everyone. It's a thing. It's a real thing. It has occurred. Yeah, I kind of wish Herr Robert had called these SU-76s in way earlier and really focused this down. That 220 has done so much damage. Wow, these Decimets just deleted everything. Oh, nice hit from the 85 mil there. Can it finish this Tiger off? That'd be pretty huge. It does. Nice kill. Here comes the BORGWARD, the BORG. Two of them. Here comes the BORGWARD. The thing is, once the BORGWARD's in range of like these anti-tank grenades, they're going to kill it. I don't remember what the actual, like, I think it's just insta-kill of anything in range. I'm not 100% sure. Please, smart people, experienced folks in the comments. But I feel like it's like, if you're in range, it insta-kills, and that's the end of it. No discussion. Here's the BORGWARD. Here's the BORGWARD coming to blow you away. All right, so we do see a successful push over the river here for Merbrook. No flag yet, but there's not much stopping him. And the funny thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Herr Robert is running low on infantry. Seems insane he has 102. But when most of them are 15 points, they do spam out really fast. Like, you get through them in a hurry. I just gotta be careful. I don't want to miss that BORGWARD fun. So one Italian gun already down to from the SU-76. New one in already. Here he comes. Now, I think he might kill. You can see here what the explosion range is. Oh, wow, and he almost killed his own guy. Yeah, it's way wider than... I think the red circle is probably the insta-kill circle, and it does much more damage past that. Like, he's not even doing, like... It's not like a, blow-up here thing. He's just fast move through. Exactly what this is supposed to be, a suicide unit. Only 25 points. I mean, if it takes an infantry unit with it, usually that's an equal trade. Here, it's going to take more than that. Boom. See, that was outside the circle, so this thing survived, but that died. So I want to say circle means insta-death. Anything further is up for grabs. And now Herr Robert's defenses down south are crumbling. He does have some armor here, which will hold up any further push. But there's so little here, and the 220 can just wipe out any holdout. I mean, and truth be told, this was always how this game was going to turn out. Like, this was always how this game was going to play out at the end of the day. It was going to go one of two ways. It was either going to be a blowout for Herr Robert. It had to be that. He only had basically 25 minutes to win this game. Anything longer than that, it was so unlikely he was winning this game, statistically speaking, and based on this map and division choice matchup. He had to get some huge... He had to get this level of breakthrough at the beginning of B phase. Really is what it had to be. There's so many BORGWARDs. I love it. Oh, there's 8. It's a B-phase card of BORGWARDs. He's just driving them all in. I love it. It's so fun. Panzer Strike. Ooh, picking up a kill there. But anyway, yeah, like Herr Robert had to get this level of breakthrough, like the original one. Obviously, now it's already getting rolled back, but had to be that so that Herr Robert could spend the remainder of his B phase points defending that and digging it in and making it super duper hard for Merbrook to beat it out. And unfortunately for Herr, he took the usual route. Like, this is the standard attack place. You go down here, You push across the river. It's very easy to grab this flag. All you got to do then is kind of like hold this forest area here. Obviously, his division would be very good at that. Technically speaking, like holding this woods would be an ideal place to fight. So his thinking was sound. The problem is it's so obvious that that's where everyone spends their points. Like as a person who's defended on this map many, many times, since I'm rarely to never playing Maverick, I'm always in a more defensive position. You know, I know to throw a large point section, 750 points, 400 of them are going right here, right? Half my deployment points are going there. This BORGWARD not finding as easy of kills here. Gonna dodge that Destiny key. Looks like Herr Robert was building up another push. He's not gonna get to really make use of it though. And now the Artie actually forcing his units to unload. We see, actually, it's not an Artie. I think it was Sturmpanzer 4, perhaps. BORGWARD go boom. There's really nothing left here for them to get. Oh, the Su-76. Oh, with the Studebaker. Oh, no. Oh! The trades keep getting worse. This 2 is really the only way to kill these Tigers. We haven't really seen many of those. Yep, just kill them all. BORGWARD dominance. And Robert has just not picked up nearly enough tickets here to like do the slow bleed live. Merbrook only has 17 minutes left, but like it's not like he's far behind in points. If he was like down here, we'd very much still have like a game going on here. But at this point, I'm not really sure how Robert pulls this one out. On the flip side, so like we've talked a lot about the red side because he was the one who had to be aggressive. That does not mean blue can only be defensive. I think blue has a harder time pushing over the river because there's not a lot of easily grabbed flags. Like you might look here and be like, all right, well, right here, it's so easy. There's no way to defend this flag once you get over this bridge. The difference over here is there's this little pocket where you can live a lot of troops and like really hold on to some pockety areas down here and hold this flag. Over here, that's not really the case. Like maybe if you can get a unit snuggled in here, it's not very common though. There's buildings right here to see everything. There's really nowhere else to hide on this side of the river. So it's very hard for blue to make like an annoying poke strike to grab this flag. It's just unrealistic and it rarely happens. And we don't see it happen because it's very hard to pull off. You either have to full on break it off, like break through like this, or not make the attempt at all. Really, for the blue side, the most realistic push point is up here. Like this northern sector is your most likely place to actually get in and hold an area. The problem with this, you only get this one flag, and this one's really hard to hold once you get over here because there's a lot of support weapons on this hill. You know, you basically have to hide in this forest, then the opponent can just drive something into here and very easily contest this flag. So really, then you're forced into this like one flag thing. That's not really enough to get the job done. The O217s do get through here. Well, one of them does. 85 mils showing why I'm not a big fan. Still loses one of the 85 mils. Rough. The other one's probably going to get hit by this Obiche, I would assume. Red also has an opportunity at the beginning of the game to kind of like throw on this flag. A lot of times you can get like a flamer unit like into here, kind of contest this flag, make your opponent, commit some resources to this. Otherwise, it's very hard to get over. It's a very easy line of sight. This is very open. This is why Krupa is not a very well-liked map, generally speaking. There's not a lot of places to get flags. And therefore, it's extremely grindy. It's very, very balance favored, which... there's not a ton of maps in the game that are very much balance favored, but this is one of them. Basically you're looking at this map, Slutsk West, especially Slutsk West. The other Slutsks generally speaking, but you can definitely do some work with more aggressive incomes on those. Ostrono, generally very balance favored. Gora, whatever, big stupid river map that nobody plays anyway. This T-34-85 probably going to go down here. Definitely going to go down here in a second. And there it is. But yeah, me personally, I'm just not a big fan of 30BB. I think it's too niche. Even on the maps, it's technically good. Like Cell, maybe Kostrica. It's just such a short list. Like Orsha East, Orsha North, sort of. Again, it's just there's just not a lot of maps where it's like super duper strong. It's so limited. So very limited. It's one-dimensional way. There's not many divisions of the game that are so completely one-dimensional like this one. So utterly one-dimensional. Like, even when you think of, like, say, Unternehmen Russelsprung, right? Obviously, that's a CQC division. Like, that's a, you know, an Axis division for fighting tight spaces, cell, lots of light armor and stuff. But, like, the infantry still shoot at range. Like, they still do something outside of the woods, where this division doesn't do anything outside of a green forest. It's so brutal. Do we see an elephant in here for what? I'm not sure. Is this two sneaking up trying to find this tiger? Which it will. Does even have the APCR on, which we don't see often out of this unit because the APCR is really bad, really short range. The Decimar are just going to kill this too, though. It's not going to matter. Yeah. Oh. Oh, Zis-2 missed. At 500 friggin' meters, it missed. Wow, that was awful. That was so brutal to watch. That would be a keyboard through my screen. Oh, man, that would be infuriating. And APCR even has higher accuracy. Wow, that was so bad. Oh, man, Herr Robert did not deserve that level of disrespect. That was the game just giving him the biggest middle finger. Like, this isn't going poorly enough for you. Let's just absolutely bend you over the table, too. Style 4 is quite strong, honestly. Never really see they're a very like niche, odd unit. There's not a lot of it in the game. Krupa 39 minutes 13 seconds. Herr Robert here getting pretty much manhandled. Just a terrible division matchup on a not a good map for him at all. Again, I don't know what the monthly demanded of them, so it's very possible Herr Robert was forcing that. And if he was, I'm so sorry for him. If he chose that, I mean, and left 7. Wow. 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 I didn't even see it kill the Katyusha. Wow. I mean, the DO-272 was bad enough. This is brutal. Holy crap. I haven't seen a unit with a kill list like this in quite a while, and let alone it be an arty gun. Wow. Look at the rain. Oh my God. Wow. That's so bad. And there's just like, there's nothing Herr Robert can really do about that if he's not going to counter battery it. Right? Like, yes, you can do something, you can counter battery it, of course. But if you don't, like, there's no way to stop these units from dying from this if you're not doing anything to kill this thing. Like, it is going to get kills. It's just so freaking big. Wow, that's so painful. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon. Thanks a bunch, everyone, and have a fantastic day.